Okay, so today guys, I'm going to talk you through 5 reasons you aren't huge. Why you're not building muscle, why you're not making the gains that you want to make. Point number 1, now this may well be the situation, the gyms are closed. That I can entirely appreciate isn't ideal, however there's always a solution, you can always do something. Obviously I appreciate you'd have to have some financial capability to go and buy some equipment, but you can also have kick-ass home workouts, bodyweight workouts with very minimal equipment. If you had a set of adjustable dumbbells, some decent resistance bands, you can do some decent workouts with those. So I appreciate gyms might be closed, but that is now hopefully a formality, as gyms should be opening start of July in the UK. Boom, we're back in the game train. So one of the main reasons might be holding back is you don't have a gym to train in. One thing I would say about the gym you are training in or you're going to train in after lockdown, make sure you train in the best gym you can, because you become the product of your environment and you are the sum of the people you surround yourself with. So if you train in a gym where everyone trains really well, they've got great exercise execution, they really know what they're doing, guess what? You're going to level up to their standard and you're going to improve. So first point, if the gym's closed, just try and make do. Gyms will be opening soon. And when you go back to the gym, train in the best gym you can with best quality equipment and the highest standard of people training there, as it will help you level up. Point number 2, this is probably the main reason I see people don't succeed in everything in life, and that's a lack of consistency. You do something for 3 days and you expect to be like seeing amazing results already. Like, what actually creates results? It's a compounding interest every single day of winning that day. So all I want you to focus on is win today, win tomorrow, win the day afterwards. Break everything down into small chunks, bite-sized bits, and it'll be much easier to manage. If you do have an off day, get back on track the next day, or if you have a bad meal, get on track the next meal. Like, winners and people who are successful, who get results, they don't like create bad habits twice, they don't fail 2 times in a row. We all fail 1 time, but make sure you don't fail 2 times in a row, and that's some top advice today. Point number 3 is training intensity. You probably train like a girl. If you're not making gains, chances are you're probably not training hard enough, or your exercise execution is poor, so therefore the muscle you're trying to train isn't actually being engaged. So what we want to think about by like training exercises and training movements and like executing correctly and getting the right muscles to fire, always think about when you do an exercise, is the targeted muscle I'm using actually working? So if I'm doing a bench press, do I feel this in my shoulders, my triceps, or am I feeling it in my chest? If you're not feeling it in your chest, something's wrong and you need to try and work out why. Is it because your posture is wrong, your setup is wrong, your execution is wrong? Like, there's going to be a multitude of factors here. So training intensity and training execution are 2 of the bigger reasons you won't be making gains. Number 4, meal timing could be off. So something that we all preach at CJ Coaching, I push really hard, is a nutrient timing approach. So by nutrient timing approach, what do I mean? We want to be trying to force nutrients into the body around workouts to create optimal performance, so we can create an adaptive response from the body. So what sort of nutrients we put around the workout? Always protein and always generally carbohydrates if you're looking to gain muscle mass. I wouldn't go too heavy in the fats because that can cause issues in terms of slowing down digestion. So if you're not making gains, your nutrition being off is going to be one of the keys here, because also if you're not in a calorie surplus and your body's not absorbing the right foods and not eating the right foods, you're never going to make progress, because your body cannot build muscle tissue from thin air. But 5, not eating enough. So we briefly referred to that in the previous point. And by not eating enough, I mean, like, if you're looking to gain muscle mass, you need to increase weight. If your body weight is, say, stuck, for example, at 100 kilos, and you're looking to try and add muscle mass, you need to eat more. That is a fact. To grow, you have to be in a calorie surplus. You have to have more calories coming in on a daily basis than you're burning. So if, for example, you're eating 3,000 calories a day and nothing's happening, take that up to 3,300. If nothing happens, increase another 10%, and just keep going up, keep training hard, and eventually muscle tissue will grow. One last thing I would say that does have an effect in terms of genetics, in terms of growth, is obviously genetics. So we will have different structures, different frames, different length muscle bellies. So, like, for example, myself, I'm naturally got very wide set hips. I'm never going to have a tiny 28-inch waist no matter how hard I dieted. So, like, we have to be aware of what genetics are and what limitations we have. However, we can always maximize the potential of what we have. Hope you guys found this video helpful. Drop me a comment below which one of these do you think is most insightful to you and what's probably most relevant to you, and please subscribe to the channel.